Hey guys, instead of our normal intro, today I'm going to be talking about life. No, just some, no. Sorry about that. Yeah, but in about a week or two, I'm gonna do a face reveal. I'm gonna do a face reveal. I'm talk about some of my life, and then I'm gonna play some Roblox. So let's get the intro started. Okay, so that's the intro. We are watching something.
You know, I never really understood trigger words until I got roommates. I hated my roommates. Except for you, Isaac. You watches my videos. Oh, James, you didn't hate your roommates. You just mildly disliked them. Yes, I did. When I first moved out of my house and went to college, the day I moved into my apartment and I opened the front door, this is what I saw. Keep in mind all the buildup that has gone into this moment. First, I had to get accepted into the school, then pick my major and classes. Then I had to find an apartment close to the school and get everything set up there. Then I had to pack everything up into a suitcase, kiss my dogs goodbye, and then be all on my own for the very first time. I opened the door to where I'd be living for the next 8 months, and this is what I see. Someone sleeping on a couch. He's wearing some bright black uniform. The TV is on, there's a Halo 5 poster hanging on the wall, the sink, counter, and table is full of dirty dishes, there's a big industrial-sized trash can that is overflowing, inside the fridge there is an empty box of Dr. Pepper, a bottle of ketchup, and a jumbo Costco-sized pack of hot dogs. Where did all these dishes come from? Fun fact, those hot dogs were still in the fridge when I left. But the worst thing that was there was about 1 million basketball cards just lying on the floor. I'm not even exaggerating, here's proof. Okay, so I got a single room because I brought all my drawing stuff, and I would feel bad if I shared a room with someone and he had to deal with all my drawing stuff being there, and also I wanted to be alone. Looking back, I'm so glad I got a single room because that room couldn't even fit myself. Literally, I could stand in the middle of the room, hold my hands out, and without moving my feet, I could touch the walls of the room. Maybe I just have long arms, I don't know. I mean, I could settle for a small bedroom, but what made living there so horrible were the roommates. What I didn't realize is that these boys also got private rooms. So that means that they too were socially awkward and kept to themselves. Which you might think is a good thing, but you'd be wrong. On the first night of being by myself, I unpacked my drawing stuff and I set it all up. Then I turned on the computer and the screen was just black. Nothing was turning on. I tried everything to fix it and it just wasn't turning on. Eventually I contacted the people who made it, sent it in, and then I got it back working. But during that week while the tablet was being fixed, seriously, no joke, that was probably the worst week of my entire life.
You know what? I'm tired. I'm
Hey! My armor has an emergency.
You scared me.
What?
Even back when we weren't talking, I was so afraid something bad would happen to you and I wouldn't be there to protect you, and I don't want to lose you again.
Hey, I'm a tough gum. Nothing never happening to me. Never.
I know, Girl, you phrased that so weird.
I might have a concussion. Uh-oh.
Owie.
Simon! Your crown!
What's happening, lady?
Don't panic, but I think Gob is digesting us.
breaking us apart layer by layer down to our essential forms.
I'll get us out of here. Betty?
It's good to see you, Simon.
It's good to be seen. Hey, Ice Simon! Use the crown before we're totally crushed! Ah, it's not working. Viv, it's hopeless. You can't punch your way out of his guts. Okay, Jake. You can do this. You can stop him solo. They'll be talking about this fight for years. And by they, I mean Bimo and Shelby. This is for you!
What's all the rockers out there? Oh, it's up to be at the station.
Did you see Marceline take down that monster? She finally unleashed the vampiress that she absorbed back when the dark cloud was accidentally released into the world. It was a sacrifice that crushed her plans to become mortal. But now she's probably glad she did it. Stay tuned for more of Adventure Time, the ultimate adventure.
Guys, guess what? It's Total Drama Rama Saturday morning. That's what. Sweet. The show about little kids.
YouTube.
Big problems.
Granola bars are not a
YouTube.
dessert.
Will they survive the Total Drama Rama of it all?
I peed a little.
Or will...
Hey, this is kind of like
Yeah,
a part two
that's
video.
going.
You don't have to see the part 1 video to understand what I talk about in this video, but I mean, if you haven't watched part 1, you should. So I used to work at Subway, and to be honest, about 80% of the customers were fine. Sometimes they would do something that would just personally annoy me, like ask for a meatball and flatbread. So don't feel too bad for me. Like sometimes people would ask me, can I have a turkey with lettuce, tomatoes? Whoa, slow down. What kind of bread? Foot long or 6 inch? What kind of cheese? Is it toasted? Then we'll talk about vegetables. And every time someone brought in a list, there would always be something missing on it. Always. I never had someone come in with a complete list. I would ask someone, what kind of cheese? And they would say, they didn't specify. Well then, if they didn't care enough to remember cheese, I guess they'll get Swiss. If anyone watching is currently working at a Subway, then feel free to use these tricks. If someone asked me,
what kind of cheese do you recommend?
I would always say provolone, because it's the easiest cheese to pull apart with gloves on. Really, if anyone asked me what I recommended, I would just tell them the easiest thing for me to do. But even after I gave my insightful provolone cheese recommendation, sometimes people would still say,
I'll take American.
why do you even ask me what cheese
You're
I would
fatty.
recommend if you're not going to take it seriously? Another thing that would annoy me is when people would say the sandwich was all done, but they didn't put any sauce on it. So I would ask, any sauce? And then they would be like, oh yeah, mayonnaise. Oh, why did you tell me it was all done if it wasn't? Also, the receipt machine at the store took like 7 seconds to print out the receipt. So it would be very awkward every time I would ask people, do you want your receipt? And then they would say yes, and then we would just stare at each other until the receipt printed. So what I did every time someone swiped their credit card, I would just stare up into space, and in my head I would count to 5, and then I would ask, do you want your receipt? And by the time they said yes, it was like magic. As soon as they said yes, the receipt printed. At Subway, you only work with one other person. So if someone got annoyed and said, let me talk to your manager, I would just look at them and go, listen, I've been here the longest. The only other person in this store is a 16-year-old girl, and she technically isn't old enough to use the toaster, so I'm probably your best bet. I'm the manager. Like, do people think the manager will automatically take their side and give them free stuff? Yes, actually they do think that because it happens all the time. I would consider myself a pretty laid-back Subway employee. I didn't like to be stingy with people, even though I was disobeying the Subway formula on purpose. Oh, you want more than 6 olives on your footlong? Sure. Here, have a 5th slice of cheese. $1.50 for avocado. I'll charge you 75 cents, buddy. I probably shouldn't be saying these things, you know, in case this whole YouTube thing flops and I need a job. So I wasn't really strict on the rules. You know those fast food workers who are strict? Yeah, we won't serve breakfast at 10:02. Get out. But being pretty laid back still didn't stop people from being annoying. So this one person comes in and asks for 2 footlong pastrami sandwiches. And pastrami is our most expensive sandwich. It's about $10 for a footlong. And guys, the pastrami is super good, but I wouldn't pay for it. I mean, it's good, yeah, but I'm not paying $10 for a footlong. It's not worth it. So this guy, I make his 2 sandwiches, I ring him up and I say, that'll be $20. And I guess he didn't look at the price of the sandwich on the menu, or he thought we still did the $5 footlongs, because he said to me, I ain't paying for that. And this is when I was just starting out. I only had like a week of experience. And after he said that, I responded, well, shoot, I guess you're not paying for it. I didn't know people could do that. Hey, I want this. All right, that's $20. Nah, you don't want it? No, I want it. I'm just not paying for it. Okay, no, but actually, we did come up with a compromise. He told me that he had $12, so we ended up paying for one of the sandwiches, and I got to eat the other one. So it all worked out. This one time I was making a sandwich for a guy with a very heavy accent, and he asks for onions on the side. No big deal. We had soup way, put vegetables in little cups all the time. I actually got a soup cup because the on the side cups are teeny tiny, and I start doing my thing, but then he says, no, on the side. And I think, oh, he's getting a footlong. He probably wants onions on half of it, but not the other. So I start putting onions on half the sub, but then again he says, no, on the side. At this point, I don't know what this guy wants. So I ask him, on the side of what? And then he screams, onions! And I never figured out what he was trying to say. This one old gentleman asks for sauce to be put on his vegetables, and normally we put it on top of the sandwich with the meat. And I didn't know if I heard him correctly because I put the sauce on, and then I closed the sandwich. So your sauce would have been in the same place either way. One time, this woman tipped me and Corey $40. She wasn't annoying, I just want to sprinkle in some good customer stories. Okay, one time this Native American person came in, and I don't know if mentioning that was important to the story. He comes in and asks for 5 footlong tunas. Okay, Tyler, just me and you, let's do this. And then when we're all finished, we ring him up and we say, anything else? And he says, 7 meatballs. What? You wanted 7 more sandwiches. But James, you're Suwabway. You're supposed to make people sandwiches regardless of how many they ask for. Yeah, I know, but the guy could have handled it differently. Normally for a platter, you have to call in at least an hour ahead, and that's only 5 footlongs. This guy could have called ahead and said, hey, I'm getting 12 sandwiches, so just prepare yourselves. Mentally. I mean, we had so many customers waiting in line. No, we didn't. That's a lie. It was only him. But still, this one woman, I was making her sandwich, and for vegetables, she asks for extra lettuce. So I put on a big handful, but then she asks for more. So I put more on. More! Let's sprinkle some on. More! I won't be able to close the sandwich with any more lettuce. And she says, that's fine. All right, extra lettuce it is. So I ended up giving her an open sandwich with a mountain of lettuce. You know we do salads, right? When I was little, I always thought if I was working at a store and someone tried to rob me, I wouldn't give them any money. But now it's like, I ain't risking my life for Suwabway. Here, take the cash register. So thankfully I've never had anyone pull a gun on me, but I have caught people stealing from us. I was making someone's sandwich, and this one kid asked for just a water cup, so I gave it to him. So I go back to making a sandwich, and I just hear the fuzzy soda sounds being dispensed. And I look over, and the kid is putting soda in the cup. He didn't even try to hide it. When I put soda in a water cup, I at least wait for the employees to go in the back. But I didn't even say anything. I was just like, all right, man. This guy, I totally saw him take a bag of chips, and he hid it under the counter so I couldn't see. So when I rang up his sandwich, I asked, anything else? And he said, nope. Alright, whatever. Okay, last story. I was in the back, and I was playing some Clash of Clans, and we have a computer that shows what the cameras see, and I see this woman who was eating there. She reached over the counter and took 3 large cups, and I did nothing to stop it. You know, I'm the kind of person that's like, the fast food employee is always right. Say if I was eating somewhere, and I asked for a chicken salad, and they said, we only have tuna salad. I'm the kind of person that's like, oh, well, I guess I'm having the tuna salad then. I think people need to realize that these fast food workers are actually people, and not something for you to use to get a free sandwich. I did mean it when I said in the last video that everyone at some point should work in a fast food or retail job. It's nuts. Okay, we're done. Look, she's actually putting 6 olives on a footlong. One of them even fell off. You want to know know something sad? I've earned more money from the 2 Subway videos I made about working at Subway than I did actually working at Subway for over a year. So here we go, Subway Part 3, baby. I just have to say, I worked there, in case you didn't know that. When I moved out and was all on my own for college, I was feeling a little lonely and homesick. So one day I decided, hey, I'm going to get some Subway for lunch. Food that I used to almost eat every day and got for free for over a year, I was going to pay full price for. I just wanted a taste of home. I wasn't expecting to ever tell this story, but it turns out the employee making my sandwich was a huge idiot. As I was waiting in line, I noticed my favorite sandwich, the Turkey Italiano, wasn't on the menu. The Turkey Italiano, by the way, is the same as the Italian BMT, but instead of ham, you put on turkey. Very simple change. I asked the worker, do you guys have the Turkey Italiano? And he said, no. So then I said BMT, but instead of ham, I have turkey. And you know what he said to me? He said, no. I don't think I'm asking for too much. At my Subway, the BMT and the Turkey Italiano were the same price, okay? And what do you mean, no, you can't put on turkey? Who's stopping you? I know for a fact that you don't count the slices of turkey at the end of the night. Just hook me up, please. I'm feeling sad. So I just got the BMT with all the vegetables because there's more food for the same amount of money, and I was a poor college student. And also because screw that guy. Have fun trying to close that sandwich. But then when he was all done, he put my sandwich by the cash register, and then he just started helping the next customer. And they hadn't even started making their sandwich. Just ring me up so I can leave, and then help the next person. But no, I had to wait for him to finish this person's sandwich. If I wasn't so nice, I would have just took the sandwich and walked off. But I didn't, because I'm so nice. I've realized telling you that story, it sounds like I'm one of those customers who complain about everything and say, let me talk to your manager. But really, the whole time I just stood there awkwardly. But I think I can complain a little bit. I used to work at a Subway. I know how things are supposed to work. Subway, if you're somehow watching this, you need to hire more people. Like, speaking of me, when I was working at Subway, I never liked wearing my name tag because when I was making people's sandwiches, I hated it when complete strangers would say, thanks, James. How did you know? Oh, right, name tag. So I never wore my name tag. I just work at Subway. You don't need to know. Watch my 2 other on the sandwich, and that's it. You can set up a voice like some vanilla ice cream and just make all sorts of stuff with that. You need an extra. Standard amount of cheese and meat you put on the sub. Toast it, obviously, and then you put all the vegetables on it. I was lazy. Teacher? I don't think they get paid enough to take their job seriously. A good teacher can make you excited to learn things, bro, and actually teach you. A bad teacher can not only waste your time and not teach you anything, but also crush your dreams. I took choir in 9th grade. Everyone had to take it one day. It's cool. Not weird. Really good hearing while he's just that terrible at singing. Now, I really hate his I was your math teacher. And not the teacher. Nah, teacher's fault. Did anyone else? Yeah, my kindergarten teacher came to school in her pajamas and told us that she lived at the school. That made perfect sense. That's not too abnormal. For this old guy who never missed a day of class in 20 years, we thought he got it. But, you know, he just missed a day. He showed up the third day. I don't know what his excuse was because after I saw him, I thought, oh, good, he's alive. I don't know how serious my teacher was when he said that, and he probably doesn't even remember saying it, but I really appreciated it. I ended up getting a 3 on the test, which is only partial credit in select colleges, so maybe I'm not funny. That was 11th grade. In 12th, I took all AP classes, but I didn't take any of the AP tests. I was too apathetic. But I turned out fine. Actually, no. My favorite teacher is my 9th grade English teacher, who emailed me and said he watches my videos. Hi, Mr. Batman. Sorry I plagiarized the Berlin Wall essay. I really wanted to talk about my 9th grade poetry teacher. Yes, I took choir.
I've ever made, and you should definitely subscribe to him. Remember to put on your seatbelt. I'll take school back for these poetry?
I'm sorry, Jeff, but the correct answer is all of them. They're all useless. In my first video, I didn't have enough time to say this, but I hate it when people are cool with their teachers. I understand that some teachers are more laid back than others, and sometimes they'll ask the class, so how was everyone's weekend? Then if you want to talk about something more important news, then you can share. My dog died. Yeah, they do that. But there's a line line and you shouldn't cross it. Don't talk to your teacher just to talk to them during class. I don't know how much of a problem this is in other places of the world, but sometimes there would be kids in my class that would say, "Hey Susan, how was your daughter's dance recital? Did you remember all of her moves? I saw the video you posted on Facebook. It looked like she was having a fun time." Stop it! Stop it! Maybe I wouldn't have been a good teacher. Before I tell you about my poetry teacher, I need to tell you about the preparatory school I went to so you can better understand where I'm coming from. Preparatory school in 9th grade, and first off, what is a preparatory school? Google says it's a private school that prepares students for college. Now, hearing that definition, you might think, wait, don't all schools prepare students for college? Isn't that a school's job? And you might think that a preparatory school is more fancy and made out of marble and all the kids come from rich families. No. What it means is that the schools get little government funding and parents have to pay for desks and the teacher's salary. I know different private schools will vary depending on how rich the parents are. I'm sure that school made out of marble exists somewhere, but the preparatory school I went to was relatively worse than a normal public school. The school I went to didn't even have desks. They had fold-up tables. The chairs were fold-up too. How did they? Oh. Well, now I know where all the budget went. The main difference between a public school and a prep school is that a prep school is smaller and there's a uniform and there's lockers. So why did my twin sister and I attend a preparatory school? Because twins have superpowers and we need to go to a special school to enhance our abilities. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. That'd be cool though. We went because when we were starting our freshman year, our older brother was a senior and he was already attending this preparatory school, and my mom didn't want to drive to 2 high schools to pick us up. We already had a carpool in place. You can't just mess with the carpool. And me and my sister didn't know what to expect from a public high school. We'd never been. We thought we'd get bullied or something. Boy, I feel like picking on someone today. Yeah, sure, we can go to a prep school. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Well, the carpool we had made it so we would arrive at the school super early before everyone else, and we'd be picked up in the school super late. And also, because it was a prep school, they gave out a stupid amount of homework. I remember breaking up the homework into pieces, like, okay, I can do the geometry while I'm waiting for school to start, the biology homework I can do during geometry class, and I have choir after lunch, so I can do this during lunch. Look at me being responsible. I have a little sister who just finished her freshman year in a public high school, and she thinks it was so hard. Oh, you thought your 9th grade was hard? Try doing twice the amount of homework and wear the same pants every day. So now the only question remaining is, why did my older brother go to a prep school in the first place? Bro, why did you go to a prep school in the first place? IDK, just decided to. Just felt like I should. My mom reads my scripts, and she told me that he went to prep school because one of his friends said that there were cute girls at the school, so he decided to stay there for 4 years. Okay, now let's talk about my poetry teacher. I'll call him Mr. Poe, because that's short for Poe. Poetry wasn't even an elective class. Every freshman was required to take it, and surprisingly, poetry was only the second most used class in the school. The sophomores took a class on Latin, you know, that language that I would speak. So Mr. Poe, I don't want to judge him too hard. I don't know how he was like outside of school, but just picking up the vibes I got from him as a 14-year-old, I think he was depressed. I mean, to be fair, anyone who likes poetry probably has something wrong in their head. But Mr. Poe just seems sad all the time. Every single day he would start the class by saying, "It's the best day ever." Which, if you think about it, saying that every day only means that the days are going to get better and better, which is sort of poetic, but I think Mr. Poe is lying to himself. Also, Mr. Poe really liked anacondas. I mean, snakes. He really liked snakes. Sometimes he would go off on tangents talking about snakes. Royal pythons, also called American ball python, got their name because they turn into a ball when they get nervous. Also, did you know that snakes have two... Never mind. Sometimes in class we'd be analyzing poetry, and Mr. Poe told us that every single word in a poem was important. The poet didn't have to use the word the, but they did. What did they mean? Sometimes we would spend days analyzing a single poem, taking notes and talking about what we thought the poet meant. One time a poem we were reading, so there were quotation marks at the start of the sentence, but there weren't quotation marks at the end. The poet forgot to put end quotes. I remember noticing it and thinking, aha! A clue! Mr. Poe, I just made a breaking discovery. There's no end quotes here.
Fuck, I just made a left ball. God damn it.
And Miss Poe said, oh no, that's just a typo. Well, frickin', why am I perfectly nitpicking this piece when the poet purposely put poor punctuation in his poems? Pterodactyl! This is going to sound off topic, but do you guys know what lateral thinking puzzles are? Lateral thinking puzzles are sort of like riddles, but more stupid. You're given a strange situation with little information.
Now we can finally
fight.
fight.
The person who told you the puzzle, yes or no questions to get the answer. My favorite lateral thinking puzzle is this, because it's so stupid. A man goes into into a restaurant, orders albatross, eats one bite, and then jumps off a bridge. Why? Now, normally, if we were playing legitly, you would ask me yes or no questions like, was the man in a relationship? And I would answer them saying, well, not anymore. The explanation is this. I'm not going to read it out because it's super long and complicated, but you can read it if you want. Well, Mr. Poe also liked to tell these lateral thinking puzzles, but his solutions were more dumber. One of the puzzles he told the class was, you're trapped in a restaurant, how do you get out? Now, I can think of like 5 solutions right off the top of my head. Okay, through the door, through a window, use a crowbar if it's locked. There's probably a sharp knife to cut through a wall, or you can dig a hole under everything with a spoon. But it was actually none of those answers. So, how do you get out of a restaurant you're trapped in? You get an education. Okay, let me explain. You're trapped in a restaurant because you're a waiter. That's your job. And you get out of the restaurant, you get an education. It's a better job. Kind of like how I was able to quit my job in the food industry by getting an education. It's funny because he dropped out of college. So the class got the answer to that riddle, but Mr. Poe told us another riddle and we never figured that one out. And that riddle is, anyone can dig a ditch, but it takes a real man to blank. Given that the answer to the first riddle was education, the answer to this could be anything. I really wanted to know the answer to this riddle, so I googled it hoping that Mr. Poe just stole it from the internet, and I found this song, anyone can dig a hole close enough to a ditch, but it takes a real man to call it home. Which sounds poetic enough. Let's see if the song gives us any more clues. Mr. Poe, I didn't know you were into this sort of stuff. So I wish I could give you the answer, but I don't have one. Feel free to guess what you think the answer is and give your reasoning in the comments. That'll be fun to read. But I will say the answer that I did come up with that I think makes the most sense. Anyone can dig a ditch, but it takes a real man to hide the body. Poetry was dumb, but at least I learned something. How to write haikus. Honestly, I'm glad I took a poetry class. At least it's not French. Mr. Poe, teacher, if you're somehow watching this, thanks for teaching me stuff. I need to give a big thanks to my friend Cypherden, who helped color some of the pictures. She's a pretty cool dude, you should check her out. I never figured out the solution to that riddle. I guess I'm not a real man. Mr. Poe, if you're watching, I'm sorry I called you depressed. You just always sound... Okay, where do we land?
What about here? Looks like a nice friendly place.
Let's never land there again.
Where do we go this time?
Let's go here. There's nothing here.
Breathe.
Look, a town. Okay, let's look around for some weapons, shields, men. Hey, did you find any weapons?
No, but I found something better.
What?
These.
Cigarettes? What? Why?
I have a plan. Hear me out. First, we'll scatter these around the map. Then we hide. Our opponents will find the cigarettes, and as they get bored because they can't find us, they'll start smoking to pass the time. And then, finally, in about 40 to 60 years, they'll die of lung cancer, and we'll have won.
That's the dumbest idea I've ever heard. We're under fire! Open cover!
I think they stopped.
They must be reloading. I'm gonna get them. Cover me.
I don't have any weapons.
Damn! Well then, peek over the wall and tell me where they are.
Okay.
Are they still there?
I see nothing. Boy.
This time, let's just go to a small town and get some weapons.
I'm telling you, if we'd have followed my plan, we would have won.
No more plans, please.
Oh, I see some enemies. I see them.
Where?
Right there.
Right there, where?
Over there. Next to that tree.
Next to that tree? We're surrounded by trees. You'll have to be much more specific.
Okay, well, let me see. It's tall. It has a lot of leaves.
Oh yeah, and And also is green and has roots attaching it to the ground.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's every tree!
Yes.
Hey, I see them. What are they doing?
Idiots. They weren't even paying attention.
Wait, I had an idea. Come on, keep pushing. We're almost there. The way down is gonna be so worth it.
You know, this would be much easier if you could just get off the cart and help me push.
Don't be ridiculous.
Ugh, how can you be so heavy?
Calling me fat?
I'm not implying anything. I'm just saying it feels like this cart is filled with bricks.
Well, I do actually have 100 bricks in the back. But come on, we're almost there.
Yes. We did it.
Oh my God, that was so fun. Let's do it again.
We are not going to do it again. Can we at least try to win one? Here, I have some shields for you.
What is this?
It's a shield. Drink it.
I've seen shields, and this is not a shield.
Just drink it. It'll give you extra health.
But it's blue.
So what?
I don't know, it just doesn't look healthy.
Just drink it, man.
What does it taste like?
You know what? Forget it. Give it to me. I'll drink it.
No, wait. I'll drink it. Does it taste like mint? Is that why it's blue?
We are right in the open, and the storm is coming. We have no time for this nonsense.
Just tell me it's mint flavored. It'd make me feel better.
Okay, it's mint flavored. What?
Well, you didn't sound very sincere.
It's what you asked me to say.
Would it be so hard to say it more convincingly? Like you really mean it?
I don't mean it because it's not true. Actually, it tastes like piss. But look, I have more health than before because I drank it.
Okay, then. I'll drink it. Oh, wait. How do you know what piss tastes like?
Oh, not again. Look, I survived because I drank the shields and took less damage.
There's no time to revive me. You're gonna have to leave me here.
Okay, bye.
Wait. I want to do a dying speech.
All right, but make it quick.
I'm dying. Too young. There are still so many things I wanted to do. Have a kid. Write a book. Put on a furry costume. Don't judge me. I'm on my deathbed.
Stop overreacting. We'll be back into another server in less than a minute.
Can you do something for me before I die?
What?
Could you sing me Gucci Gang? It was my mom's favorite song. It brings me so many good memories.
I am not going to sing you Gucci Gang.
Come on, it's my dying wish.
I'm going to die too. We're in the storm. And it's okay. Everyone dies in this game. Literally everyone but one person. That's the whole point of it. We'll try again and die again and try again until we get bored.
You are a bad friend.
Gucci gang, 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 Gucci
Gucci gang.
What's up, everybody? In this video, Dan will play the ultimate Ooga Booga. If you like to download Fortnite, if you like the video, please don't forget to subscribe. You can also follow the socials and join the Discord in the description to stay updated with the show. So guys, greatly appreciate. Hope y'all have a great night. Peace.
Screamer might win. Let's take the bus driver. I would take the bus driver first before everybody else. You know, like bus drivers.
Bah!
What the hell, brother? Why is nobody here? You're somewhere around there. What the hell? That's a strong ass thing. Oh, there it is. I have no match.
Yo, Pierre!
Later, kiddo. I hate to break it to you, but that's not my dude, brother. Ain't no difference from that ring. I tried. I hate that place. I thought more people would go there, bro. That's what feels bad, man. It's gonna be tough. I heard about feeling bad. I don't know, man. Don't be hurt about what you are, man. He does. Be happy, dog. Be great. If you're whatever the hell you are, man, be happy, dog. Fuck with anybody. Oh, wow. Somebody some food. Bro, I wanna play that shit so bad. The freaking that new mode that's coming out. That shit is fun, dude.
I might say that I'm leaving my brother. I never leave no brother.
Actually, seems like something I would like.
My brother left behind! Shit. My brother left behind. I'm gonna be left behind. please.
No, I don't care about it. Nobody did it, okay? Nobody. I ain't worried about no big pop, man. I ain't worried about it.
Shit! Fuck.
Get out of my inventory.
Boy! Come on! Come on, boy!
Not like a square. What do you mean, brother? Hey,
Come on, boy!
on the far side.
There's a brother right there, brother. Oh shit!
We're going to